Hey everybody, so last week we talked about how sentences need to start with capital letters and important things that start with that have capital letters that you should capitalize when you're writing. We also talked about important punctuation marks to end your sentences with, such as a period. And remember, when a sentence ends with a period, that's called a declarative sentence. And we talked about how sentences can also end with a question mark if they are asking something. And sentences that end with a question mark are called interrogative sentences. Today, we're going to talk about the other punctuation mark that sentences can end with, and that is the exclamation mark. So this says, some sentences end with an exclamation mark. Okay, this is an exclamation mark. Just like this. It's like an upside down lowercase I. We use exclamation marks when we're ending a sentence after we've said something exciting or angry. So if you are shocked by the rain outside, you may say, "It's raining!" and you need an exclamation mark at the end. Or, "It's snowing!" exclamation mark. Or maybe someone is angry in your story and they're saying, "Stop!" You may say, "Stop!" with an exclamation mark. So this is an exclamation mark. It can also be called an exclamation point. You may hear it called either one. Both of them are correct. So exclamation mark or exclamation point. The name of the type of sentence that this is, whenever they end with an exclamation mark, it is called an exclamatory. Oops, sorry, Tank's trying to get in here. An exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory. So an exclamatory sentence is one that ends with an exclamation mark. Okay, so let's write a few sentences together about school that would need exclamation marks. All right, how about I love school? Let's write that sentence. And notice I capitalized this letter because it's the beginning of the sentence. Also, even if it wasn't the beginning of the sentence, since I is by itself, it would get capitalized. I, gotta leave my space, love school. And I'm going to end it with an exclamation mark. Anytime I read a sentence that ends with an exclamation mark, my voice has to change to sounding excited. So I can't just read it as if it has a period. If I was reading it like it had a period, it would say, I love school. I love school. But there's no period, there's an exclamation mark. So we have to read it excited. I love school. Do you hear how my voice changed? I love school. Okay. Let's write another sentence about school. What about reading is fun? Reading is fun. How about that for our next sentence? So capital R. Reading is fun. Now, if I was just going to read it without very much excitement in my voice, it would need a period. Reading is fun. But I'm excited because I love to read, so it needs an exclamation mark. Reading is fun. Reading is fun. Okay? One more sentence about school. How about I am great at math? I am great at, how do you spell at? A-T. I am great at, now look here, there's not enough room for me to write math there, so I'm going to go down to the next line. I am great at math. And that needs an exclamation mark at the end because I'm saying it with excitement in my voice. I am great at math. So anytime you use an exclamation mark, in your writing, it needs to be during a time when there's lots of excitement. So if you're trying to say something sounding exciting, or that sounds exciting, you need an exclamation mark. It doesn't always have to be positive things like these sentences. If someone is yelling in your story, like I said earlier, they're saying, "Stop!" That needs an exclamation mark too. So let's read these sentences now using the correct voice, because you know it's got an exclamation mark, so our voice should sound excited. Let's read these sentences together. I love school. Reading is fun. I am great at math. Okay, so remember, these are exclamatory sentences whenever you use an exclamation mark in your writing. So for your assignment today, I want you to write 3 exclamatory sentences about school, just like we did today. So think of 3 different sentences that use an exclamation mark at the end that are about school. You're going to do this in your writing journal, and then I want you to make a video of yourself reading these sentences to me. And make sure I'm able to see your sentences. I'm looking for those capital letters at the beginning and exclamation marks at the end. All right, so 3 exclamatory sentences about school.